Good morning and welcome to Habitat for Humanity of Northwest Indiana TV. Your host today is Wendy Burbridge, who is the Director of Development for the Habitat for Humanity of Northwest Indiana, and the Executive Director, Dawn Michaels. Welcome to your own show.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
Bill.
And gosh, we love outreach that you we're able to provide this platform for you. It really means a lot to us that you trust our platform, and we're excited about it. We're excited about what you guys do, providing affordable housing for those in need. And as I've told many people, as we get beyond this pandemic, I think that need is going to grow greater and greater. So with that, Wendy, I'm going to hand it to you, and I'm just going to sit back and chill.
All right. Okay. Thanks, Bill. We're very excited and grateful for this opportunity to work with you and talk about the mission and what we have going on here at Habitat. It's exciting that we are opening back up, and our restores are opening back up. Our Griffiths location opened up on May 12th, and we are super excited about that. We're looking forward to Maryville opening up a little bit later this summer. Dawn, maybe you have more information on when that might be. And we're also excited about talking about our builds, our faith builds, that we have some things on the calendar for those to get going and move forward, as well as our women builds also a little bit later this summer. So step by step, we're getting back into motion, and we're really happy to do that. So Dawn.
The one thing I want to mention that's going on this week is the Strachan Van Til Checkout Challenge, and we are the benefactors. Yeah. So we are so excited about that opportunity, and whoever is going grocery shopping, please round up for us. We would truly appreciate it this week.
I mean, it's pennies when you think about it.
Yeah.
So you're rounding up to the next dollar, whatever amount you'd like. Mm-hmm. And, you know, those contributions that can literally be your pennies will add up all across Lake County and help us to invest into a partner family's new home. So please think about that and say, yes, round me up.
I did that, by the way, the other day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And thank you to everybody who has already.
Yeah. So. Absolutely.
It was
absolutely
10 cents.
Lake and Porter County. So yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Dawn, what would you want to talk about as far as our Griffith store reopening and how awesome that is?
Yeah. So our Griffith store reopened. We have brand new tile. With regard to the state shutting everything down, we were able to kind of regroup and get some product, out of the barn, out of storage that we were holding for a while, and we opened with a bang. So we are just flying through doors and windows and cabinets that were donated, and I think everybody was just getting ready to do all of the home remodel projects that was on the honey-do list.
Yeah.
So we have been extremely blessed, and everybody has been coming out and supporting us, and our donations are just exploding as well. So we're getting wonderful, high-quality donations from everybody. So thank you, everyone who are donating furniture and appliances. I mean, appliances are truly a need. So if you're getting rid of your almond stove or your almond refrigerator and getting a brand new stainless steel one, we will accept those almond appliances. That would be great.
What about the olive green ones?
Yeah,
we'll take those too.
I
think those are actually
old enough to remember that. Yeah, but that was the thing.
Those are actually coming back into fashion. That whole retro look.
Why?
I know.
But I think the ones that are coming back are probably a little bit more energy efficient.
That's true.
Yeah. So again, our Griffith store is open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 to 5, and then we are ramping up Maryville and our Maryville store should be open sometime in July, which we're really excited about as well.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, we are accepting and going to your home and picking up donations.
Mm-hmm.
All of our drivers and our ride-alongs have masks and gloves, and they also have booties in case you don't want them, but we're also being very cognizant. So we're picking up from your garage if you don't want us to come into your home.
Mm-hmm.
If you want us to come into your home, we will wear the required PPE so you feel safe, and our drivers are going to be safe as well.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we're sanitizing everything that is being brought onto the truck before it's brought onto the truck. And then it's being sanitized again at the store. So we are going through a 2-step sanitation process for all donations. For upholstered furniture, we're actually quarantining, we're sanitizing and then quarantining that furniture for, I believe, 3 days. And so it's sitting in the barn, it's not out for the public. And then once that is out of quarantining furniture, it's kind of interesting that we're even talking about that, right? So we are quarantining the furniture and then bringing it out onto the floor after the required time, and then sanitizing it one more time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think it would be, we would be remiss if we didn't thank Legacy Foundation for their support. All this, the cleaning and disinfectant and a lot of the PPE, it was unplanned, obviously. And so through a grant from Legacy Foundation in conjunction with Crown Point Community Foundation and Foundations of East Chicago, through their COVID emergency fund, we received some money to help pay for a lot of that product. So thank you to them.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you very much. The nice thing is that, we just had to tweak some of our processes because we were cleaning and sanitizing all of our donations prior to COVID. And so that process was already in place, which was wonderful. We just had to step it up a little bit with regard to our upholstered. Again, bringing donations onto the truck and sanitizing them right out of someone's home, the donor's home, and then wearing the proper PPE, which we had not done in the past, but we are currently doing now, which is making sure that our employees are safe and the donors are feeling safe as well.
Now, if I remember this, excuse me, Dawn, but if I remember this, like if your folks come to pick up something from someone's house, is there something where they should have it in the garage ready and just leave it out there and open up the garage doors for your people to bring it out? Or what does that procedure look like?
So again, it's we do have people that are able to move their donations to their garage, and we will, contact less, pick up. So we will go into the garage and take your donations, and then again sanitize them on our truck before we leave, and then come back and get sanitized as well. If you want us to come into your house, it has to be at the main level. We won't go up, to the second floor or into a basement. And part of that is because, unfortunately, we have damaged walls in the past. So if we damage one of your walls, of course, you want it fixed, then we have to have that, we incur that cost of repairing your drywall and then painting. Well, if you have a whole room that hasn't been painted in 10 years, that wall is going to be a different color than the 10-year-old paint. So we would have to incur that cost of repainting. So unfortunately, we have to keep it at the main level. That way we don't want to damage your property and, incur additional cost. And most people understand that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate that this is your lifeline. The donations coming in so that you can resell them through the Restore provides those dollars that you use for the bills for Habitat for Humanity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great. So our store supports building one house. So both stores are building 2 homes in Lake County every year, which is absolutely wonderful. That's the goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't forget, as you're doing your cleaning around the house and you're sick of looking at all the stuff that's stocking up in your garage, because I have that. I still haven't brought it over to the Restore yet. Just think about making that donation to Habitat in that way. It's a great way to lessen the amount of trash going in out to trash, and it's also doing good with something. If it's something that, if you have an item like a cabinet or a refrigerator or what have you, that you think, well, somebody could use this, I just wanted a new one. Yeah, make that contribution to us. It's very easy.
And you also have builders that donate items as well, right?
Right.
Overstock or items that they
Right.
ended up. So
So you're gonna find a good amount of new material that is for sale at the Restore. So retailers around the region, around Lake County, and builders around Lake County might have some product that is, they just need to move, and they make that donation to us. So that's a tax opportunity for them. And also it helps us to grow. So
yeah,
you'll always be surprised at what you can find at the Restore.
yeah, yeah. And actually, that's one thing. I was just thinking it was furniture and appliances, but when you come in through the front, there's LED bulbs, there repair items, so just small items that you everyday maintenance in your house you can find.
Tools, paint, everything, anything you can think of that you're going to use in your home for those DIY projects or quick repairs. You're going to get it at the Restore at a deep discount. Yeah. So over retailers. Yeah.
And it's, you could save even more money at the Restore.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Works for everybody. It works for everybody.
Yeah. So that's great. So
is there anything else you wanted to talk about with the Restores? I think we have some really great items. I walk through, and I can't wait to do some DIY projects myself. So
you're going to have to post them on Facebook, Wendy.
I know.
Well, I mean, we just moved from our Highland house, and Kelly has got a basement full of furniture. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's no way we could fit it in here. So yeah, you'll probably be hearing from us.
Awesome.
That would be great. We would appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate it too, because then we don't know what we're going to do with it. And then this goes for a great cause. Why wouldn't we?
And there's a toll-free hotline number that you can call to schedule a pickup at your home. That's 219-972-3000. And you'll talk with our scheduler, Teresa, and we'll get you on the calendar for a pickup.
And I know ages ago there was another organization, non-profit organization, that did pickups, but they even stopped doing that. I remember moving once, and they came out to do. So this is another advantage. A Restore, you can schedule pickups, and they'll do it safely.
Yeah, definitely. And so another great thing and exciting thing that we wanted to talk about is our faith builds. So earlier this year, we started a brand new project. We have partnered with Thrivent Financial, and they've actually offered up a dollar-for-dollar match. So any donations that we receive, including in kind, up to $70,000, we're able to receive through Thrivent. And so this is a huge opportunity to help pay for the materials that go into building a home for one of our partner families. And we're just getting started when the virus hit and caused the shutdown. So unfortunately, that's put us just a wee bit behind, but we have great community partners, great faith partners, and we're really excited who they've stuck by us, and we're sticking by them too. In that, when I say that, I mean we're working with our partners to find ways to continue to build and do so in a safe way so that their parishioners can come, their congregation can come and, get their hands on some tools and build this home in a safe way. Not just construction wise, but also for COVID-19.
Right. So I assume you require face masks on the build sites and that type of thing.
Yeah, and social distancing and all that kind of stuff. So, and in every part of that. So, even when we work with our volunteers and we're providing refreshments and lunch for them, we have to do things a little bit differently. So we're making sure to take care of all those means as well. So can we talk about our partners so far?
Of course. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we'd love to talk about our partners.
So Suncrest Church has stepped up and committed to helping do a wall panel build. And that is on June 13th. So just a few weeks away. And we're really excited for that. So we'll be building all the walls in the house for a home in Gary. And this home is actually one of the last couple homes in the Field of Dreams, which is a 2-block area in Gary that is all habitat homes. It's a beautiful neighborhood, and we're really excited about moving forward. We're also partnering with Faith Church, and we're super excited about that. So they're going to help us put those walls up on the house. And there's a number of other churches that we have touched base with. So we'll be partnering for volunteers for the builds. There's lots more that go into the house, obviously, than walls. And they'll bring out lunches and things like that. So there's a number of different ways to partner. And I'd like to say prayer is just as important as all of those things. And our partner Thrivent has, made that one of the priorities, in addition to financial support and volunteer support, that prayer support be part of that. So I'm reaching out right now to Lake County churches. And if you happen to be one of those churches and we haven't talked yet, feel free to get in touch with me at Habitat. And I'll give you my cell number. It's 219-629-3256. I think that's probably the best way to get me directly, since I'm at home, but I'm going back and forth from home to the office, and I would love to connect to talk about the opportunities.
Awesome. Boy, I tell you what, what a difference between the last show that we did with you right as the pandemic hit. And
yeah.
My observation, and please don't take this the wrong way, you had different looks on your faces. You really did. It was like,
I think everybody did.
Yeah, everyone did. And now you've got some great news. You've got partners stepping up. You have the restores opening up. What a difference, right? It's
absolutely.
It's a different world now.
And I think everybody wants that. All the retailers, all the business, all the nonprofits. We are all working so hard, and Dawn and I see it throughout the community. The amount of need that's out there and how people are just getting involved and supporting their neighbors. I think it's awesome, and it's so encouraging. And over the last couple of weeks, I've talked to a lot of pastors and some of our corporate sponsors for Women Build, and everyone's very hopeful. We know it's daunting, and we just have to find a way to do things differently, and for the time being, hopefully, and we'll get it done. We'll get it done.
As a community, if we come together, there isn't anything that we couldn't tackle. So it was catastrophic. We lost friends, but
Sorry.
we can move through and get through the other side together. It's
Yeah.
going to be a new norm. I mean, it's for a while at least.
Hmm.
But I think that, I agree with you. The beautiful things that we've seen, people coming together, peoples whose businesses were shut down because, like catering business, what did they do? They turned around and supplied free meals to seniors at home.
Yeah.
It just goes on and on and on, and it just
Hmm.
makes your heart warm when you hear about our community coming together to help each other out through this really and that's one thing that I often catch myself saying. But the commercials between the Zoom simulations, which I'm sorry, those are not real Zoom meetings, and the during these trying times, I want that phrase to go away. I totally want it
Yeah.
to go away.
I know. I know.
But
It's true.
we are in.
But something I want to point out too is, through any trial, the true issues do rise to the surface. So there's definitely need in Northwest Indiana, and I know that we're all aware of it. And Bill, you work with a number of nonprofits to highlight and bring attention to what those needs are. But the need for a home, for shelter, has been highlighted tremendously through this pandemic. And um, how the housing crisis was existed well before this crisis. And so there's so many people who are struggling in unsafe situations, high rent situations, um, overcrowding, unsafe environment for a number of different reasons. And that's where I think Habitat for Humanity will be making a huge difference into the future. But we can't do that by ourselves. We definitely need the help of the community to make those things happen and get people into an environment that's safe, that's affordable, that they can control, right? So you can control what happens in your house. You can keep it disinfected and keep your family clean and manage that, and have that as your sanctuary. So especially now. And I just think Habitat is most definitely one of those service providers that this community needs desperately.
Yeah. And through any trying times, through 2008, there was a decrease in
Yeah.
what, people had beautiful, big houses. But then when their arms kicked in, that's what caused the 2008 crisis. And people needed affordable housing then. People went bankrupt. It was just awful. And if you look at, and this one is somewhat troublesome for me in that, and I was involved in this process, so it pains me to think about it. A lot of companies try to save money and move people over from employees to private contractors, or the 1099 as they call it. And from the employee, okay, they're not going to take out taxes, but I could go out and pay for my insurance, blah blah blah. But this strikes. Everyone is getting a check except these poor people that were moved over to independent contractors. They still, some of them I talked to are still waiting for their stimulus check to come in. And because no one's sure how to deal with them. They're not companies, but as far as the government is concerned, they are. And these people got nothing. And so at the end of the day, they're going to be needing affordable housing when they finally go back to work, because I guarantee you they're where they're at now. Maybe they can, but maybe they can't. So places like Habitat for Humanity are going to supply a critical, mission critical need for our community and getting it back to where we are all safe and have housing, food, and so on.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, so hats off to you guys. You guys are, like I said, you're one of our favorites because you provide such a critical need in the area.
Yeah.
And partnering. It's not a complete freebie. You partner with these people and get them through their trying times and help them out, and you get into a safe place. And that's what I think is absolutely marvelous. is that you provide a zero interest loan, but they have to work on their house. They have to be there right along side by side with volunteers, which I think is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
I think that's awesome too. I mean, how cool
the one thing, I'm sorry, go ahead, Wendy.
I just think I was going to say, how cool is that to work on your own house and, you know, have a hand in building your home. I think that's super exciting.
Yeah. And you see this.
We actually have.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Dawn.
That's okay. So we actually have a home dedication that we are scheduling in the next couple of weeks. So, you know, seeing all of this come to fruition is absolutely wonderful. So, you know, a single mom with 2 kids, and they will be moving into 170th in Hammond, which is really exciting. So that process is, you know, the culmination of everything is happening, which is really exciting.
Keep us posted on that. We'd love to cover it and get the smiling faces and all that happens with that, because I've seen pictures and it's just remarkable. And the other thing that they do is develop skill sets that they develop skills that they never knew that they were going to need. So as they go into that home and something breaks, oh, I could take care of that, or oh, I know what's behind that drywall. And so it's a wonderful process. So,
and the financial education that goes along with it. So every partner family also participates in a Dave Ramsey Financial Peace course. It's a 9-week course. And so a lot of families weren't given those tools, that knowledge to manage your budget and make sure that you can make your mortgage payment every month along with all your other responsibilities, and how to manage your credit and think about planning for the future. So I think that's all important. And Dawn always pointed out to me, we're setting families up to succeed, not fail, and for the long term, right? We know that emergency housing, emergency shelter is very important right now. Our approach is a long-term, sustainable approach for families. So I think that's what makes us unique in that that housing and shelter issue. So we also want to talk about Women Build. And that's another opportunity that we have and work with local businesses to build home. Well, this year we had 2 homes for Women Build, and we'll be starting that back up sometime late July. And so I am inviting any individuals or companies out there to participate with us, partner up with us to build a home for a family. We're finishing up a home in Maryville, and we're also building a home in Lake Station.
We are very excited. We are very excited to build in Lake Station, since we haven't done that in I don't know if we've ever built in Lake Station. So we're very excited. The city of Lake Station is so excited for us to build also in the Riverwalk subdivision. So we have 2 properties out there, and we're looking for another partner family out there. We're also looking for another partner family for the Maryville location. That we have 1 more lot on Walter Street in Maryville. So very, very exciting.
Yeah. So the Riverwalk area is a nice new development, and well, maybe not new, but it is a community that is in development. And in Maryville, the Walter Street location will have eventually 3 homes there, Habitat homes. It is a cul-de-sac. It is a cute little neighborhood. There's a walking trail that goes along the backside of it. It's just a really sweet little neighborhood. Yeah. So it's really important. I don't know how much time we have, Bill.
About 3 to 4 minutes, and then we go, because we have another show coming up.
So, fundraising is key to making this all happen. And when I'm talking about corporations partnering up with us for Women Build, or even individuals out there pulling teams of 8 people together, 8 ladies together to build, spend the day together, building a home for a partner family. The funds that are provided for that go right into that home. So that's where we're asking for sponsorship for teams to help peer-to-peer fundraising and encourage others to give and support this effort. It costs about $120,000 to in materials and fees and all that to build a home, and so we fundraise for all of that. And that's why I'm saying how important it is for individuals in the community to step up and help us to make this happen. We have the skills, we pull all the pieces of the process together, but we definitely depend on the community to help us.
So I think the most important thing with that, Wendy, is just to let people know how to register. So where do they register? And I'm assuming that we're going to put a Facebook posting for the Women Build again pretty quickly.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you'll be seeing more information about Women Build as we start to get closer to the restart of that in July. Excuse me. So you can go to register to volunteer to build at our website. It's NWIhabitat.org. Look at you want to go to the volunteer get involved page and register as a volunteer. And then when you, so we have a couple of ladies who have pulled together some teams. They're friends, and they register for that through our website, NWIhabitat.org /donate, or you can go to Women Build as well, and you create your team, and it gives you all the tools you need to do peer-to-peer, so you can share that you're involved on Facebook and Instagram. You can email invitations to your friends to get involved or to support you in your effort to help us, because we look for teams to raise $1,000 or more to help support their day and building the house. Women Build is called Women Build because we encourage women to get involved in this effort in building. Construction is typically a male-dominated field, and so we create an environment where women are encouraged to learn new skills and feel comfortable in handling some tools that maybe they've never done before. I tell people all the time, one of the first times I volunteered for Women Build, I was terrified of a circular saw, but I learned how to use it, and I was super proud of myself. And all my friends and peers were very encouraging, and so was the construction manager, who actually took the time to show me how to operate it. Those are the things that happen on a Women Build. So it's a great day for camaraderie and just learning that you can make a difference in the world.
I just don't want to be around Kelly when she has a hammer in her hand. I try to remain safe.
Knock it
out.
It's
all safe, Bill. It's all safe.
Yes, that's what you say. I haven't seen her with an expression on her face with a hammer. Well, with that, we better wrap things up here. Boy, I tell you, we really enjoyed this, getting the information out about your faith build, and the Restore opening up is huge, huge. So I want to remind everyone out there, please, if you have something you are about to move or about to throw out, please contact the Restore. We'll have all the information up or you could go to the Habitat for Humanity of Northwest Indiana Facebook page or their website and get more information about how to donate articles to them. So
and come shop.
Oh yeah. They've got. You'd be surprised. There's some things there you would be surprised that So before you get supplies or any repair items for your house, before you go to those big box stores that do nothing but support them, you can go to the Restore and save money and support an amazing outreach. So there you have it.
So,
Yeah, and don't forget to round up this week.
Oh yeah, I did it. I even 10 cents, but you guys are going to get my dime.
all right.
We'll take 10 cents all day long.
All right. All right. Well, with that, I will say goodbye for now, and have a wonderful and safe weekend, and get out there, enjoy it, and get out to the Restores. They've got amazing things happening there. So with that, we'll say goodbye for now.
Thanks, Bill.
Goodbye.
This episode of The Bill and Callie Show is brought to you by Tiger Plumbing. Whether you need to replace a faucet, overhaul your sump pump, or desludge your drains, call Tiger Plumbing. In today's world, knowing who's at your door is important. Tiger Plumbing sends you your technician's photo, estimated time of arrival, and a little bit about him or her. Hey, Sam likes fishing and camping. Cool.